Hello! In this lesson, I'd like to show you how to use Git without a terminal. A lot of my colleagues don't like to use terminal, but it's important to understand what's happening behind the scenes when you work with a GUI. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface, or in normal words, just a regular software with menus, buttons, and other elements that you see every day using any other software. So there is an option to use Git without a terminal. To do that, you'll need to download and install that piece of software. Well, how do you find it? That's easy. Just open Google and type Git GUI. And that's the link you want to click. Okay? As you can see, there are options for Mac, Windows, and Linux. To use any of them, just install it like usual. Most of them will cover all of your needs. Some are more powerful, some are less. So it really depends on what you need. My colleagues highly recommend Tower, which is right here. So I'm going to use it to show you all the same things I did in the terminal in the previous lesson. We'll learn how to create a repo, how to add files to gitignore, and how to do commits. I've already created our working folder with some files and folders in it. As you can see, my file manager shows hidden files because we're able to see gitignore, but we don't see .git folder here. That means that we haven't created a repo. So let's do it using Tower. We press Create and pick our working folder. Okay? We see that it was added to the list of the repositories on the left here. That means that the repo was created. Let's open it. We can see all the files that are visible to Git. Let's add file 3 to gitignore. So let's right-click on file 3, select Ignore, and Ignore. Now let's check that file 3 was added to gitignore, double-click on it, and there we go. Now let's commit all the other files. We just select them, and when we select folders, Tower automatically shows us all selected files in that folder, which is quite cool. And you can unselect any file inside a folder. In order to commit all selected files, just enter a commit subject. Description is optional. Edit almost all files. And commit. It's very easy to check the commit's history. Just click History, and there we go. You can see all the files that were added in this particular commit. So that was pretty easy. But still, I highly recommend to learn Git using a terminal, because it will give you a much deeper understanding of the process. Switching back to GUI of your choice will always be a breeze. See you in the next lesson.